Hi guys, my name is Lisa, and today I want to show you what good chatting should look like and how to make the most money out of chatting possible. And I'm going to show you literally everything. This is a comprehensive guide of chatting 101, literally everything on it. So real quickly, I'm going to show you, like, we're going to talk about a lot, so get ready. But I want to start by emphasizing that chatting is going to be where the money is. It's going to be the primary driver of the revenue for all of the models if you do it right. And so let's start. Let's say you have a good funnel, you have everything taken care of, and people come to you, people want to talk to you, and let's say you are already starting to talk for the first time. You just have to remember that you are a girl and you need those men to think they're literally talking to that girl they're thinking they're talking to, right? And you can make so much more money if you make them believe that it's a genuine real connection with the girl, and she's not just a hoe and just sending money and just sending pictures for money. She's there to talk to you. She's there to be your guy. She's there to be your friend, your girlfriend, your emotional support, literally your online lover whatsoever. So you need to gather the rapport info, basically just kind of chit chat, getting to know you, because you don't want to just look, oh, here's the pics for my pussy, here you go, just pay me. Yeah, some men are going to be like that, but again, you want to gather the rapport through the first messages. It's going to be a general guideline, but just kind of think new sub before you actually send something like that to a person. You still want to talk to them just a little bit, just like a small talk, even if it's an old sub. Just have a small talk, ask about their day, what they're doing, what their plan is, whatever, inside joke, and then kind of have a transition. For the new sub, just gather information like normally, like, oh, hey, how are you, like, what's your name, where you from, whatever, all that stuff. And after that, you want to slowly transition into teasing, like, hey, I just got out of the shower, or oh my god, my makeup looks so bad right now. And most likely they're going to be like, oh, show me, like, I bet you don't look that bad, like, I bet you look amazing, gorgeous, I bet you look sexy, whatever, all that. So you're kind of getting into that teasing moment, a little sexual moment, to get them ready, to get them, a little bit up. You kind of keep going, just like, oh, if I show you, will you promise to go easy on me, something like that. So just get into small talk and just sexual talk in there, and when you start sexing, they're ready to do that. Feels like a normal regular transition for them, and your first PPV is just undressing, 15 to 25, but just regular guidelines again. And your second PPV is just a little bit more revealing, not that, but still undressing, is increase your price 35 to 55. Again, it's just going to see, again, it's just understanding that they're getting what they're paying for, like they're getting to see something that they're paying for. And if you have nudes and more serious, just upcharge them for that, because they know they're paying what they're paying for, and the more they pay, the more they see, basically. And if you have fourth with a creator who does full intense and masturbation and all of that, you should be milking hella money of that, because for example, if you skipped all of this and you just literally jumped into here, no one's gonna like to just pay you that high for just nothing. And if you follow all of these, it's just going to feel natural and just going to feel like, oh, you're doing this in a moment, because you want to make them believe that you're doing this in a moment with them, and it's not just like pre-cut, pre-made scenes. You want them to think that they're sexing you in real life with them, and they're just that good. So don't just jump straight into here. It's not gonna look good on you. It's just not going to feel real. But if you do a little tease moment, little here and there, it's just going to bring you so much. And at the end, I want you to still feel gratitude and kind of thank them for that, and say something like, oh my god, I haven't felt that good in so long, I really needed that, thank you so much for that, I can't wait to have more of you, or something like that. But just like a general talk of how to make a smooth transition into something. And right now I'm going to talk about the PPV sets. This is some of my models here, but basically it's going to be the revealing one, the nudity and non-nudity. And again, I cannot emphasize that enough, you need a quantity to make money. You need multiple pictures, multiple videos throughout each step. And this is so important, because men are still human, and it's going to look like they are getting more value for what they're paying. And there's a lot of pictures that they're paying for. So like paying $30 for like 7-8 pictures, 9, it's not that bad as if it was 2 or 3. So even if it's same angles, like right here, I'm gonna show you, for example, your full set should never look like literally just 7 pictures. It needs to be 7 stages with multiple pictures and videos per stage, per each step. For example, maybe you just take a bunch of pictures, like little standing in the same way, but you just change some angle just a little bit. Maybe you do this little, maybe you change your positions like this, or just like this, literally anything, same stage, just different. Maybe you're just like doing something like that, whatever. Maybe you're smiling at the end. Just make sure that there's multiple pictures, preferably the more the better, per each step. But for both of these, gonna go same thing, but it basically goes regular pictures, regular selfie, but just spam a lot of them is going to make it look like they're getting the value up for paying that much for, you know, it's not just paying for one picture, but let's say there was 5 or 6 or 7 here. So it's easier to sell higher for loaded bits and pictures. Like if there's more of the value, people are just going to be more likely to pay that and take different angles and play around with angles, like record everything that you do. It's so easy to make it if you follow just these steps. For example, like here you have maybe even a short video just like showing your outfit and maybe like 5 pictures. And again, when you transition to that spicier thing, you just have multiple pictures like this. For example, maybe you have like 8, 9 more pictures of this same kind of angle. Just change up angle and literally you're gonna have a bundle of pictures, and maybe take a short video just like kind of touching yourself and stuff like that. So per each step that is going to be applicable for the nude creators and for non-nude creators. You just want as many pictures as possible and as many videos as possible. So the general guideline is going to be you just want as many pictures as possible, and general guidelines are going to be that you want it to not look botted. You want it to look like they're actually talking to the girl's actually taking the pictures in the real time. So you don't want to have sunlight, because maybe you're talking and it's like 9 p.m. but there's going to be sunlight. Like you're just going to get caught, and that's really bad. They're going to be like, oh, you're fucking selling me pictures that you already taken. Like, we're not sexting right now. Like, I'm just not gonna buy anything. So per one set, you need same location, same everything, literally nails, makeup, like outfit. And you want to increase the length of the video. The longer the video, the better. Even if you're just kind of like same frame, just touching, maybe just like whatever, literally anything. But the longer the video is per stage, the better. And one section set is going to be shot in one scenario. Basically, you have a scenario to sell with like 7 stages like this one, and per stage there's going to be multiple pictures, multiple videos. So this whole bundle, maybe there's more pictures and videos, you send for like 20, maybe 15, 18, whatever, and you move on to the stage, and there's going to be multiple pictures and multiple videos again, and you just increase price. And here's same here. And the climax is going to be the highest paying price ever in this chat. So basically you milk the heck out of it, like of each step, and you make it look like it's in real life. So honestly, it applies both to every creator, to nude, non-nude creators. And you just want to have, for example, this is rough numbers, but a good set will have about something like that. For example, a total of 17 videos and 3 pictures total per script. If more pictures, the better. Maybe the videos, some of them are going to be shorter, some of them are going to be longer. Again, maybe 2 videos here, 2 here, whatever. So for your T stage, is going to be maybe 4 videos and 5 pictures per stage. Again, you just mix and match them, but the more the better. You just want to have multiple pictures and multiple videos per each stage. So for your undressing, it's going to be 4 videos, for example, maybe 10 pictures, and juicy part, 8 videos. Typically you sell videos for more because it's a video, pretty self-explanatory, right? And pictures along the process. And for your gratification, you can also include that. Just say goodbye, thank you, I haven't felt this good in years. It's just going to feel literally like it's in real life, that the girl had fun with you, she really liked it. Maybe some pictures like blowing a kiss or something like that. But again, you want to make it in one outfit, literally every one setting. When you create a chat, just make sure it looks the same, so you're not getting caught, oh, like it's just like a made up scenario and it's not in real life. Sometimes with each set that you create, for example, you're making one set of like all of this in a red shirt and like without the shirt, but you can also take verification pictures but throughout the process. Like some are going to ask, oh, can you send me a picture? How can I know that you're not bought it? How can I make sure that I'm actually talking to a real girl? For example, like maybe he's gonna ask you to have your hair up, or thumb up, or thumb down, or like 2, 3 thumbs, whatever, spoon on the hat, or thumbs, whatever. Literally anything, tongue out, weird face. Literally just take some, just in case. Just in case they ask you, oh, how can I know that it's literally you? Like, how can I know that I'm talking to you? Can you prove it for me? Can you send me a picture of the thumb up? And we as a chat are going to have your picture that you pre-made for us for a verification picture, and we're just going to send that, and he's going to think, oh my god, okay, I know, I trust you, and it's literally you, I'm talking to a real girl. And lastly, I just have some don'ts right here for this section. You generally don't want to talk about anything of this here, just for obvious reasons. For example, for the first one, don't talk about something that was underage, like, oh, when I was 16 I did this is like, it's just avoid doing that. Like, you don't want to concern yourself with that, and you don't want to include anyone else without consent in your picture or anywhere, because you're selling those. Basically, if there's someone in the back, just literally make it when it's only you, and do not take payments off anywhere else. Like if a guy says, oh, I don't really like OnlyFans, like, oh, how about we text on Instagram and I'll send you even more, just like through Zelle or whatever, or PayPal, Cash App. Yeah, it might work, but again, you don't want to put yourself in a position when he finds out you're something that you didn't want him to know, maybe your last name or something like that. Like literally just to be safer, just say, hey, I don't want to do that. I'm only talking here. I'm only accepting payments here. You don't want to put your fans down like, oh, I'm not going to do this, unless they're into it, different things. But again, they're here, you're there for them. And never ever say that yes, we are going to meet in person, because then they feel entitled, like, oh, but you said we would, like, I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna, all of that. Like, just don't say that, avoid saying that. Just, you can hint to that, like, hey, yeah, if I like you enough, maybe one day we can rearrange something like that, but never say yes, we will meet. Like, just don't ever combine those words together. Never do customs before they actually pay you. You want to take payment and then it's up to you, just make it whatever. But if you make a custom and you send it and they just don't pay you and just block you, like, they're just gonna jerk to it and that's it, and you just wasted your entire time and money. And do not ever sell free content to those of the time wasters. They're never paying, they're just talking to you and wasting your time. And those who promise to pay later, or like, oh, if send one more, I'll promise to pay after this one, just don't send that. They're not gonna do that, just gonna jerk off to whatever. And never ever admit that you're not the creator chatting right now. If you were chatting, like, do not ever admit, like, if you get caught into something, maybe like it's a different nail in the set, like, you just notice, and they notice that too, you just say, oh my god, this is botted, you're literally scamming me, like, are you a bot, like, what are you, you're not a real girl. Literally never admit to that. Find a way to do that. That's happened sometimes. And the way you go around is like, you just want to kind of manipulate them into thinking that they're wrong. Just say, oh my god, how can you think that of me? Like, I'm literally not, like, I'm doing all of this for you and you're ruining right now. And I took my nails off, or I put them on because it feels really good to touch myself there, or something like that. Literally just find your way out, gaslight, manipulate them to thinking that you are a girl any means possible. So again, you want more pictures, kind of general, nice, natural transition. The more pictures, the better. The more videos, the better. Some of the don'ts we talked about, and you want it to look natural most of all. You don't want it to look botted, or you just want it to look like snapping pictures, something like that. Just something that feels natural. And lastly, I'm gonna talk about some wall posts and types of customers that you might come across. So for your wall post, it's really good to have 1 or 2 wall posts a day. Nothing too explicit, literally just copy paste from Instagram, something like that, because someone who is going to subscribe to you, or deciding whether they want to subscribe to you, are not going to be able to see what kind of pictures you have. But for example, when you want to follow someone and subscribe to them, and you see, oh, they only have 1 post, and it's really not going to be worth the 3, or subscription, at least the price. It's just not going to be worth the price that they're paying to see some of the wall posts. For example, maybe if they think, oh, maybe maybe I'm not going to be talking to her, whatever, but I want to subscribe just to see pictures. And it's going to be good when you have wall posts to see through. Maybe they're paying $5 for a subscriptions, but they're going to think, oh, I'm paying $5 right now, but I'm going to see 87 posts that she has. So it's still going to be good. And you genuinely want to have 1 to 2 posts a day, because people are still going to be liking those posts, and you're going to look like you're active, and it's just going to make it look like it's worth the value they're paying for. And if anything, you can archive the old ones, but your like count is going to stay. So just signaling that, oh my god, a lot of people like it, and maybe I will like it too. Wall post is literally your method of funneling subs into customers. You can imply that, like, the click rate and liking rate on your post is so high that people love it. Like, they want to see it too. They feel like they're left out of that. They want to see, and maybe something new or special on the sale. You also want to revolve your wall post around your daily life, like a sneak peek into behind the scenes, like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm kind of like studying right now, oh, I'm kind of just doing new cosplay, or just doing regular thing. Because maybe when someone talks to you, they can imply something like that, oh, hey, how was this, because I saw in your post you were doing that earlier, or whatever. You just want to make it look realistic, like a day in a life snapshot or whatever, just an update. People are also going to comment on those, and you need to respond to them just to look active and nice and just engaging with your fans. So again, for your wall post, you can post literally anything. You can post normal pictures, maybe from Instagram, or behind the scenes little, oh, I'm doing this today, or little glimpses, or save for sale. Basically, like, you can take a picture that's a little bit more suggestive and blur it out and just post it and just caption it, oh my god, guess what, just a blurred or cropped videos or image for your post is going to spark that suggestive, and people are going to probably want to see more of that. So in conclusion, the more posts you have, it's just going to bring your barrier to entry down in a way way that the more wall posts you have, basically it makes worth the money that they're paying for subscriptions to see you. And they're like, oh my god, I'm going to see this many posts, like 1,000 posts for only $8 that I'm paying. Like, they're gonna be like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. And lastly, I'm going to talk about the types of customers you're going to see and encounter. A white knight is just going to be high spenders, and they kind of have casual conversation. They want emotional connection, and they literally believe that they are saving the girl, that they're saving the girl and the creator from the terrible life she's living, and they're funding her life and they're lifting up her life by doing this and that. So they are the long-term whales. For example, they are going to stay for a long time because they do think and evaluate you as an emotional connection to them, and they actually think, they believe that they're saving girl by funding them, whatever. They are saying something like, oh my god, you're so great, like you deserve so much better, and I'm here to be your better. Like, oh yeah. And they're gonna believe you're the only one the girl is talking to, so that works out perfectly. So the whales are going to be high spenders, and this is potentially going to be them in the future because they're spending a lot of time with you. They're going to have an emotional kind of connection, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend kind of sexting sometimes, and just regular conversations once in a while. Next one is going to be kings, and those men literally have fucking god complex. They think they're so good, they're better than everyone, and they want to have a control of you, that you're so submissive. They're the important ones there. They're telling you what to do, how to act and everything. So with those, you want to act submissive and make them think that they're actually in charge, but they're fucking not. They're paying. That's actually sad what they're doing. Whatever. They want content in exact certain ways for them because they think they are entitled for that, but they get annoyed at like PPVs and like the charging and whatever on the pricing, and they kind of fucking negotiate on everything. But like every time I talk to men like that, I think like, if you're so fucking good, like as you say you are, just fucking pay and be a man. But whatever. Then don't ever say that. But they negotiate on everything, and it can be transformed into white knight, but again, in the sense that they're going to be there for a long time for you. But play around slightly with the PPV charges because they're going to be kind of unhappy about that. You know, they're going to try to put their authority in there, like, oh, I'm this and whatever. Make them pay for that. They're literally insecure, and usually they are high spenders. They're whales because they are so shit and they will never get a girl in real life, so they know that deep down, so they are ready to pay for them. Next one is going to be important. There's going to be rooks. For example, it's the type of guy that he already knows how it works. He knows exactly how the whole system works, and they might even know that there's a chatter behind the scene. But so just sell them a bundle, and he will pay, and that's kind of it. And he's gonna jerk off to it, whatever. Sell and move on. It's literally a customer who knows about already, and he just wants that without the fucking rapper say, without the talking stage. He knows that it's, you know, just he's here for the exclusive pictures and videos, basically. So for Rook, it's going to be less relationship based. It's just going to be a sell bundle and make money of that, basically. And for the custom hunter, it's going to be similar. They just want specific tailored customs and less of a relationship behind those going on. Just more content. Just send them a bundle, they're going to be happy. They know what they want. Just sell and see the demand and how much they kind of pay for it. They just might just literally straight up say, oh, you sell this and this, show me this and this, like send me this and this, whatever. And it's just going to be kind of that general customer. Next one is going to be submissive, and they actually want to call the creator mommy. They want him to take charge of them. They like to act submissive. They like to call their mommy, my queen, my whatever, my goddess, everything like that. They love being called my sex slave. They love being called my slave, my little boy, my little good boy, like mommy's boy, something like that. Literally, they're just submissive. They want to be taking charge of, and you have to tell them to buy sometimes. Like, order them to buy, and they will just buy because they are just like that. It turns them on when you say, oh, buy me this, like do this for me, like, oh, your mommy wants you to do this, and just do that, and then they will. Sometimes those men are going to be into SPH, meaning small penis humiliation, but it's a real thing, and they want to say, oh my god, like, how can you ever fucking please me with that thing? You might have to, whatever. Just like that talk, you know. They're going to be submissive, they're going to like it, and they're going to be hesitant to slow. Sometimes they're going to explicitly say, oh, I like to be submissive, I want you to do this and that. But if you kind of see the hints of that, just go full dominant on them, and they're going to actually like it. And the last one is going to be time wasters. They're just there to never buy, just talk to you, waste your time, and they seek loads of fucking attention and won't ever spend. They might promise, oh, just show me this. They might promise, oh, show me this, just one more preview, and then I'll pay. I promise, like literally uploading everything to my card, and literally just act sad with them, just act irritated with them, give minimal attention to them because they're not going to buy anything, and do not ever send anything for free. They act like they will pay, but they will never pay. Just think of them as like a toxic fucking ex who says I will change, but they will never. You know the answer, they will never. Try to sell them PPVs for maybe like 3 to 10. I know it's pretty low, but otherwise they don't give them anything. They're not going to buy anything higher than that. And whenever you respond, just act sad and kind of irritated with them, just literally upset with them, make them feel fucking guilty for that. For example, to weed out the time wasters, you can kind of try to sell the first one strike and they kind of just don't, and they just keep talking to you, whatever. You try again and again, nothing happens, and the third time you try, it's to enter another script, it just failed. So they are a time waster and it's not going to, get any better. So that was the general guidelines, and right now I want to talk about the building your rapper stage and the welcome message. So let's get into it. I really want to emphasize that a welcome message isn't optional, but again, your goal is just to seem genuine with them, to get them to interact with you. You want to sound, you can see here, welcome daddy, if you're here to worship me, please DM me, I know I can communicate you very well, whatever. It doesn't have to be all of that. It can be a short message. It doesn't have to be a video at all. It can be just say hi or else and like a gun emoji, If possible, just address their name if there's a name in their, profile, but if not, just personalize, just hey, hi or else. And for the optional, you can have that message that's going to make them want you, and just like sexy video without showing too much, but it's suggestive enough to they want to see more, just to plug in a discounted bundle there or offer luxury services, customs. So if you're creating the good optional message, you want to talk about the possible futures together, like boyfriend or girlfriend connection and talk. So suggestive sex video without showing too much, but so to make them want to see everything and offer services again. Don't make it too strict, don't make it too body, just make it kind of short and nice and just with mysteries and hint, because if you make it look real body and stuff like that, literally, oh, I do this and this, I offer X, Y, and Z, it's literally you're like a sex machine and slave. It's going to turn a lot of people off, and especially the white kings that are going to be big whales, that they're here to fucking save you and stuff. They want to believe that you're an actual girl who said that, for example. But even this is going to be enough. Just hey Max, say hi or else, it's going to be a little flirty. And you always want to get their rapper, just get to know them. You want to have some inside jokes, you can make them feel heard while finding out information about them. You kind of just want to see, you can take notes on them if you are using like Super Creator or anything like that, just so that in the future they are going to feel like it's really personalized, that you really care of them, you literally remember where they are from and what they like and their hobbies, payday, retired, literally anything, hobby, preferences, sex life, notes, literally just anything you can think about, just fantasies with a girl. You just want to build that information board for them, so you can kind of see, because imagine there's like 10,000 of them, you're not going to remember all of them, but if you build the rapper stage, it's going to feel really tailored to them and really personalized for each guy. And they're going to feel like, oh my god, she literally remembers and she's my sunshine, she literally cares about me so much. You can kind of get to know that while getting to know each other, like, oh, what about me that made you come here, or what turns you on about me, or what do you want to do with me, it's just going to give you some hints and understanding on what they are, just literally everything you can get. So basically, you just want to have that information filled out and just kind of get to know each other and constantly making notes of them, so it feels personalized. It feels like it's actual girl who cares about them 24/7, talks to them only, and again, in a way that you can connect with your fans. It's going to be this system, and the I stands for intrigue, and when the fan is first there, they're kind of just curious about you, right? They're just interested in you, what they can do, what they can see, whatever. And the rapper stage is where you actually get to know them, like on a personal level, more tailored, and where the fans start seeing you as someone they can literally trust and kind of, build a relationship with. The next A stage is going to be the attraction stage, is when you've already talked about, they're kind of like teasing, and that's where the fan is really starting to feeling like they're attracted to you sexually, emotionally, romantically, literally anything or both. And the last one, enslavement stage, comes with time, and that's when the fan commits his entire life to you, including his financial means. So when he's actually thinking, oh, it's my girlfriend, I need to do this, I want to do this for her, whatever, it gets so natural to them that they think it's okay, like it's normal to pay for my girlfriend to, show me stuff like that, and they literally treat you like an online girlfriend, and they dream about like meeting you one day, whatever. Again, do not ever agree, but just talk about the possibility. This is a really old example from another board I made, but again, step one in the chatting set, you just like can just kind of hint at that, oh, I'm just in my bedroom, whatever, I'm just chilling, watching Netflix. I got home, like I'm really tired. Or you can start with like, I have a new lingerie, I'm so excited, I bought one and I literally love it so much. And you kind of start talking about that for free, you know, just kind of getting to know them, getting to tease them a little bit. And you can also ask the guy, oh, am I making you hard? Like, what am I doing to you? How are you feeling? Like, is it hard yet? Make sure the client is literally kind of ready. It's feeling teased, feeling horny before you actually ask for money, because when a man is horny, he will pay. And if he's not, like, oh, this bitch is charging me $29 for pics. But if they're horny and hard, like, might as well fucking buy it right there. Teasing topless video, they're sexting literally in real life, maybe 2-3 sexy messages, kind of, oh my god, you turn me so on, like what would you do to me, whatever. Soft masturbation. This is for the nude creator, for example. This is just, you kind of move on the stage and stage and stage. Imagine you're sexting in between, sending videos and they're buying it and stuff like that, and it goes on and on. For example, you finish script 1, but he's actually going on to have more. You can literally just start another script, just say, okay, let me like clean up and whatever, or you maybe just start in the middle of the other one or anything like that, but just keep going until they literally tell you they can't. And again, always thank them by the end of the act, because you want it to feel real, like they're the girlfriend or like the boyfriend in the relationship, like, thank you, I haven't felt this good in years. It also feeds in their ego and they kind of like it. So yeah, before I talk into the funnels and customs, I want to mention that I know these look kind of not very human, but again, this is just some examples. Some of them are really old, and don't rely too hard on just psychological aspect. Just try to still point it out and swerve it towards the money, because that's what they're there for, right? Like their own OnlyFans platform, like they know what they're doing, and this is sales. Money is talk, and if you talk to them too much, they might be a time waster, or you might set the tone for them, and they're gonna literally they're going to perceive you as something like, oh, I don't have to spend to talk to her, she just here for me always, I'm like, she's my girlfriend, like I don't have to pay for that, like blah blah blah. But just literally set the tone for them, kind of not too pushy, not so soft, to make them feel like it's a real relationship. We're almost done. So the last one I want to talk about is funnel PPVs and the funnel for customs, but let's start with the funnel for PPVs. Again, you can ask them if they want to see spicier things maybe once in a while, like, hey, I was just wondering if there's more of something you'd want to see, if you have any suggestions. I want to make your time unforgettable. Literally just gonna see what they're going to be into, and you can send them free shit, just teasers, just like kind of blurred, not full pictures, but just blurred and cropped from a video set, maybe just like so it's clearly a video, but just like maybe a screenshot and a blurred one. And just add a playful caption like, oh my god, just shot something hot, let me know if you want to see. And you can just send them free shit, just like a teaser or the blurred picture or like a blurred screenshot from a video set, and just add a playful captions. For example, just shot something hot, do you want to see more? And just something playful that people might just want to as well see, and then they see a little bit, like they just gonna be like, holy shit, I want to see more. The most important thing, I want you to engage with your fans. You need to keep them emotionally invested and interested in you, and see you as someone who is there to feed into their needs emotionally and sexually and all of them. So reply to their comments, make them feel seen, like their DMs, give them personalized attention, and share behind the scenes content. Just make them think it's really exclusive. You want to tease PPV content. Again, like add on the tease PPV content. For example, it can be also through your feed or wall post. For example, here, let me know if I want some behind the scenes content, and maybe just here 3 videos for $50, not $70 tonight. And don't upsell or beg for money too much. You just want it to look like it's literal engagement. You're doing this for fans. And there's teasers. Post a teaser. You can post a small, like maybe blurred picture with the caption like that, and it's going to spike the attention. For your customs, you can also ask what their actual fantasies are about, what they want to see, you know, what they're interested in and why they're here, what they want to see. So ask their fantasy first and literally say, I can do custom for you starting here. So you're just going to set the pictures for them, whether they can do that or can do that, whether they can afford that, or maybe they're willing to pay that price. So you can kind of see the popularity of that content and if it's worth shotting it, and that's how you transition into the custom ones. The last one, the custom funnel, is going to be really targeted and really carefully crafted. And I want you to gather that information from direct questions and direct preferences, or of what they're looking for, what they're buying, what they're not. Previous example there for the rapper, you can ask, oh, what about me made you come here? Or what about me stood out to you? Or what do you want to do with me? You know, kind of suggest a way. And you're going to tap into their fantasies to kind of see, and you're going to kind of see, you can kind of imagine what kind of content they might be interested in. And if they mention something that you think, oh, I can do that, and literally convert that interest into purchase, since they already DMing you about and talking about that and subbing and talking about that and subbing, just offer a special service just for them. For example, oh, I can make something really special for you starting at 50. Like, what do you want me to make? And the biggest thing is going to be the delivery time, because you don't want to just promise a custom and just take fucking weeks to do that, but the person's just going to forget about it. So you want to get on that within 24 48 hours, like a day or two, plus like extra small talk, ask if they want more, you know, just include small extras because they're paying for a custom, and always ask if they want more. Like, I loved making this one for you, and here's a little extra surprise here. Maybe just throw in a couple more things. They're going to feel really special, and let me know if you want more. I'm going to be really happy to make more for you, you know, more for you. You're literally my favorite, whatever. The last one is going to be tease future offers. Like, get them excited to see that. For example, I have some extra crazy stuff coming up next week. Let me know if you want a preview. You know, literally just kind of, it acts like a behind the scenes post. It feels really natural and raw, and just people love it. So that was literally everything on chatting and what a good chatting should look like. You don't want it to look robotic, just selling everything, unless they are the rook or the custom hunter, whatever. But there's going to be different ones. The wall post, we talked about the importance of that. And again, I just can't stress out enough. You wanted to make it look like it's in real life, a real girl. Don't make it robotic. Literally just kind of like casually talk, and you want to get to know your fan, kind of just basic info around them, and just understand how truly it works and how to funnel them through your PPVs when you just make something like out of nowhere and just funnel your customs. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. Smash the follow button and DM me. It's free. It's going to be in the description if you have anything to suggest or any questions or anything like that. So thank you.